so nice to look back on your efforts and just reap the benefits of nature. We're in spring. Little balsam here doing his thing. There's that tree we used, which is dry to begin with. I think these two might be struggling here. There's our block that we rigged all that wood out of here with from that big blowdown. And the time there, look at this freaking place, you guys, gals, women, and children. I mean, just, it really is a special little place. It's a neat spot in Nanaimo. So we got the Ford today. But you can see what, this is Vartan's place. And I mean, if you go back into history of when I started doing the tree work here and did this wild tree job in here. Good morning, friends. How's everybody doing today? You all right? You're all right. No matter what's going on, you're all right. And for another reason, you're actually exactly where you're supposed to be. Even if you don't think you are, you're in the right spot. Simply for one reason, and one reason only. Because it's happening. You can fight it. You can fight the living snot out of it if you want. And you can complain and blame, and you can do all the things that is opposite of jumping in the river and going with the flow. You can. Blame's a bad one. I believe that I created everything in my life. I'd always believed that. My mom taught me that. You are the creator. You karma. For lack of a better word, layman, we're talking to hippie logger here, okay? So karma or manifestation, all of it. It's the natural flow of the universe. And I just had this thought in my mind that nothing good was going to happen to me in my life the way I was living. Drinking, drugging, scheming, stealing. But it was very odd, friends. I never really looked into it too deeply, but all I do know is that when I drank, my life turned to poo very, very quickly. I'm being square with you right now. Okay? I don't talk about this very much on the channel. I did one video, and it's called Alcohol, the Bucking You Did Not Know, a victory story or something like that. And I go back to that video every 4 to 6 months, and I go into the comment section and I talk to people. I don't know, man. I've been evolving. I've been changing. I took a lot from the world, friends. I took to get. And what I mean by that is I took from the forest. Wendy used to ask me, I would come home and I'd say, honey, you should see this freaking timber we're in right now. And you should see the beautiful moss and the rocks. And and she goes, doesn't it hurt? Doesn't it? And I always say a prayer anyways. I'm one of them guys that I would go into a stand and I'd just be like similar to Vartan's, I would be like, this is beautiful. Like this hurts a bit. Do you understand, friends, what I'm saying? It was my choice. I didn't have to do it. I didn't have to go falling. I didn't have to make a decision to make a living on a power saw. I was happy on a saw. The saw gave me power. That's one of the reasons I call it a power saw. The saw gave me power. It gave me self-esteem. It gave me something to feel good about myself so that I could feel good about others by osmosisly. Because if you don't feel good about yourself from what you're doing, it's very difficult to be happy for others and say, hey, good for you, buddy. You're doing good. You won the lottery, dude. Good for you. Not where's mine and where's, I don't have anything. Go get it. Go get it. I'm 5 years old coming up in a couple of weeks. What's the date? In 7 to 8, 9 days or something. On April 7th, I'll be 55 years old. And friends, I'm no complainer. I've done everything to myself. I don't think, oh, poor me, I got hit by a tree twice. I dove into the fire. I've had shoulder problems my whole life.
And it's just what it is. So when people say, Bucket, why aren't you going to the doctor? Why are you doing this? Why are you? I'm healing. I'm healing. I believe I'm healing. The fleeting thoughts come into my mind that I'm completely worn out. My joint. You know how people get new knees, new hips, and I think about have I effed myself? Have I completely destroyed my with all the splitting and the and I go there briefly once in a while. I do, friends. I'll be honest, I do, but it's fleeting. It's like no, you're in repair. You are repairing. This is life, and it has been for many, many years. We just go along. We're like animals. That's all we are is animals. Why do I share this? I have a YouTube channel. I've put myself on the internet. It makes me happy that some people get things from here somehow, whether it's a smile, a good feeling, a tip on the power saws or the filing, or just something, whatever you get from here. It brings me joy, friends. I've been an upbeat person since the day I popped out of my mom. I spent 2 weeks in an incubator. I was 11 pounds, 3 ounces, and they stuck me in an incubator for 2 weeks because I was early in 1969. This is a crazy freaking life we live. But as soon as you can understand that you're in the position in your life for no other reason than your own choices, you will start to grow. You will start to grow. And acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. Oh, try that one on. Acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. Doesn't mean you have to like your problems. Doesn't mean you have to like your possible solution you're looking for, because I don't believe there's problems. I don't. I see all these influencers pounding on their chests and telling you what to do, and I'm just not good at that. I believe that we all make our own choices, and you're going to do what you're going to do. And all I can do is share my personal experience. And if you so decide to grab onto something I say and add it into your life and it works for you, then we win. We win. I've got so many good videos and tips on freaking YouTube. It was my wife sending me a message telling me she loves me just right there on the freaking phone. Well, that's a bonus right there today with my short little cup of latte here. So, we're evolving, friends. That's all I can say. It's time to give back to the world and to the forest and to mankind. It's time to give back. So, I'm 55 now, so I got shot out of a freaking catapult at 27 years old when I sobered up and I turned into a man. Took responsibility for my opportunities that I had in front of me, which was to be a man. That's right. Let's talk real here, okay? So, whatever that means to you, if you're a man who now is at later in his life and he's looking back like I am, I'm looking back now. You know, I used to hear this thing, freedom 55. Retired at 55, and I used to think that's for rich folks. That's for rich people. Well, I'm 55 in a week, and I'm far from retirement. Far from retirement. I got a lot of work ahead of me. My physical being will tell me how much I'm going to be doing of that. We're building a little gym in the back forte here in Hogan's little room. We're empty nesters now, and we got a little gym going back here, and I'm just starting. Yesterday, I was able to grab my elastic and start doing my little rotator cuff things where I put I'm starting to, it's slowly coming back. So I'm just creeping around the bushes, beautifying the beautiful. But I am going to live in the now. I'm going to live in the right now. I'm talking to you. I have gratitude in my heart for you, for listening, for being here. So I'm going to drink my latte and continue to evolve and talk about the now.
There's some wood. Dad's gonna come out and get some wood. I'm gonna get some wood. Brian's gonna get some wood. I'm gonna share a couple tricks with people right now. You can take it or you can leave it. But I would take it, especially if you're a young guy starting out a firewood business and you get an opportunity to have an abundance of wood and you're in the bush or on someone's property and you can't take all this wood. Okay, I left like this because this didn't matter to me. We relocated this. If you guys remember, I relocated this from over there. And see how I left that wood there in the round like that? This wood right now is soaking wet, even though there's heartwood and it's dry inside. See that one there? I did this in the past when I was in the firewood business, when it meant something to me to keep my wood dry in the woods, when I would leave it for a week or two and come back for it, okay? So what I would do is you can actually even see that dryness right there? Well, that right there will continue to just get really wet. Whereas that right there, the wood hits the bark and rolls off in its groove and just slides away, and the wood stays drier like this than it does like that. Look at, friends, okay? So just a little word that's helped me through the years. I wasn't worried about it here because we knew what we were doing, but look at that. See that? The wood stays drier. It doesn't seep down into the grain like, say, something like that would. Even that's looking drier, but look at this. It's even checked. Look at. Okay, so I'm not joking you about this stuff, friends. This is through the years of doing this stuff. If you're gonna leave wood for a while in the bush, leave it in log form, like straight up and down, not like a bunch of this stuff, like that. You won't find no checks in there, maybe just a little bit because it's the heartwood. There it is there. You could just see it. See that? Let's look at this one. There it is again. You can see it. It's right. I'll stop moving. See it? See the check? It's there, the natural check. That's where you would split that. Well, looky here. Hello. It's quite visible. Okay, so just remember those little things that you pick up here. I'm just sharing it with you. And right now what I'm doing is I'm getting a rip-roaring fire going so I can start burning wet wood. That blower on that trickle, friends, amazing. This fire was started with just wood, paper and wood. And this is just too big and too wet, so I just bust them up. So they dry out, and then I've burnt so many of these cookies I burnt like this, and they just dry out, and then you fold them in. So that's kind of the program here. I'm just letting it cool, letting it settle down a little bit. Going around picking up these little cookies I've been cutting here for the last few months, and we're doing a cleanse. So I'm gonna hit this with a blower again and start dropping some of this bark in there now. And now I'm starting to just get a nice little fire going here now. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fire up a saw called the 86er here in a minute. So you want to be sure not to burn the core out of your fire. It takes a while. You got to nurture a fire. It's like your wife or your woman when you're courting her. You can't just give her, a sign that you're interested and then make her do the rest. You got to court her. Put an effort in. Let it settle. Leave her alone for a bit. Give her some time to think. Just like life. Let life happen. Leave space for life for it to crumble down and jump on top of the fire. Don't burn the guts out of it and let it all, the hot stuff burn away and then drop wet wood on top of a small core. Build the foundation.
Get going. Oh yeah.
Good. I really don't know what it was. Could have been nothing. But all this has got to go. just gingerly working my way through this and not tweaking myself too much. My dad and I will probably come up and get some of this. Our fire's doing nice. I like it. We got our fire burning. Okay. Get going. Get going. I've got some neat ideas in here, and Vartan is on 100% with me. And this will be interesting. Just know that there's an evolution happening here that I think is an amazing thing. Me and Vartan have been talking about this pretty intently for a while. We haven't really talked about our finished idea, but we've let it evolve and morph, and him and I have had a very similar vision all along because it's his property. All I can do is, you know, say, hey, what do you think about this? Or this is what I see. He says, Vartan's like, bucking, we're on the same page. So Vartan, you talked about a pretty funky little seating area over there.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, by that little fissure, he calls it.
Well, when you pulled that piece of blood out of it, it really helped create
I know it didn't look good, did it? So, friends, it's coming together. So what we're going to do is go grab, because he might not be here one day and I want to get to work. So he's actually going to go we're going to get some tape, and we're going to run I used to fall right away, and they used to just put a center line and we would go. So just so it gives me a shot. So let's grab some tape. Hey, Vartan?
Yeah.
Okay, so just follow along on this, friends. I think you'll be interested in kind of what our plans are here. So here comes the retreat road up here, friends, and boom, you hit the timber. Bang! And you're in the sticks, boy. Boom! Oh, I'm envisioning.
Look at that, the turkey vultures are back.
Oh, do you know what? I just noticed the turkey vultures today. Do you know what's nuts? I'll share something with you in a second. I'll share it off screen, and this is weird.
Okay.
This is weird. I felt spring come into my body yesterday.
Oh,
yeah? Seriously, dude.
It's so good.
It's so nice.
It's so nice.
Friends, I'm not joking you. So, friends, I'm not joking about that. I felt spring. Everybody hits it a little differently on different days, but it's all usually around. Now, is that the first time you've seen the vultures today?
No, I saw them last weekend.
Okay.
First time, yeah. And that seems early. But
It is early,
changing, right?
because every year,
Yeah.
going along the parkway,
Yeah.
I would remember the date, and this is early.
This is early, yeah.
This is early for them. So anyway, friends, I'm not kidding you. I think I felt spring kind of hit me yesterday. And that's about all I'll share there, but you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay, so we're in the timber.
It's so nice.
Look at it in here, friends.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and look down. Look at that retreat road right there.
Yeah. So would this have been where they yarded out the first growth?
I would reckon this was
Right?
yeah.
I think so, yeah.
This is a skid road for sure.
Yeah.
Downhill.
Yeah.
And there's a definite path here.
Right.
Now, whether it was waterworks, I don't think so, because you'd see rock. No, this is where they skidded in here. Vartan, this is so freaking beautiful in here.
Amazing in here, I know.
Thanks, Vartan.
Anytime.
See you later. Okay, we're gonna close this wheel down here. Vartan's gonna nurse the fire. We got what we needed to get done, friends, today. I'm gonna run this this giveaway saw one more time here, and that is gonna be it for me having my hands on this saw. It is over. This saw is leaving, and it's not going with a bar and chain. It's going as the power head. That's how it's going. So, because we got the fire going, I get to rip a couple more rounds off of this last log here, that short one. So we're gonna take a couple more off of that.
I'm excited. I was too long for me. I mean, yeah, it was too long. I think we'll do it. We'll do it quicker. We'll figure out we're gonna figure out something special. We're gonna get involved in this next one. We're gonna make this one fun. This X-Torque one. Donnie Walker has the saw, but that's the last you'll see me run that power saw, friends. It's been through quite a journey. We figured out that mounting system, so that hopefully was like more of a public service announcement than anything. I got to experience quite a saw. I think what I might do, because of my evolution, is I might buy another one of those 562s and send it to a man to port. Yeah. I just really enjoy that your activity in the comment section. It's always good to see you there. Listen, this power saw, tomorrow we're giving it away on the live feed at 1 o'clock. So don't miss tomorrow's live feed at 1. Come on in. We're going to spin the wheel and we're going to hand this saw off. And it's been a journey. But it was too long. We'll do the next one. It'll be shorter. I like it to happen quicker than that. That was a long month. Anyway, maybe it was just me. To the newcomers, thank you for being here. To the True Blues, I love you. To all the folks that partook in helping out and shopping at buckandbillyray.com for your hats and your t-shirts and all that. We got some new designs on the go. Thank you all so much. It means a lot to us. Friends, work hard, be honest, and be kind. We'll catch you on the next video.